Practical 19, RC phase shift oscillator. In RC phase shift oscillator, we will get a sine wave output. Let us see the circuit diagram. This is the circuit diagram for RC phase shift oscillator. This is a transistor common emitter configuration, and this is the combination of RC, 3 RC phase shift network. Each RC phase shift network generates a phase shift of 180 degree, and common emitter amplifier generates a phase shift of 180 degree. So total phase shift is equals to 360 degree. So as per the Barkhausen criteria, for sustained oscillations, the phase shift must be phase shift between the feedback. So this is a feedback and this is the input signal. Phase shift between the feedback and the input signal must be 0 degree or 360 degree. And second thing is that the value of beta AV is equals to 1, and this is possible only in case of positive feedback amplifier. Now this is the formula for voltage gain with positive feedback. AV dash is equals to AV divided by 1 minus beta AV. So the factor beta AV must be equals to 1, then only our gain will be infinite, and then only the amplifier will be converted it into oscillator. So this is the waveform we will be getting. So this is a sine wave. Now this circuit is exclusively designed to get output frequency of around 50 Hz. So using the values of this capacitor and resistors, when we calculate the value of output frequency by the given formula, so using this formula F equals to 1 upon 2 pi root 6 RC, the value of R is 10 kilo ohms, the value of C is 0.1 microfarads. I have put this in the formula, and the value of frequency, output frequency of oscillations is equals to approximately 63 Hz. Now we will build this circuit on the breadboard, and using a CRO we will try to analyze the output waveform obtained. So this is the circuit we have built using a transistor and RC phase shift network. This is our transistor, NPN transistor. It is pointed by this chalk, and these are the capacitive and resistive networks, three capacitors and 3 resistive networks. So this common emitter configuration, as per this circuit diagram, these are resistor R1 and R2, and resistor RC and RE, and these all the 3 capacitors are capacitors C1, C2, C3, and these are resistors R1, R2, R3. Okay, now this third resistor's output is fed to the input on the base terminal of the transistor. So this is a feedback wire. This wire is the feedback wire which is connected from resistor to the base of transistor, means this point. This point is our this wire. Now we have given the input supply, that is DC supply, using this DC regulated power supply. DC regulated power supply Syntec 4075. I have connected a DC power supply to, this is positive VCC and this is ground. I have given 10 volts connected to the RC oscillator, and these 2 points these two wires is the output, which is taken from capacitor C3. So this is the capacitor C3, and here I have connected a output wire, and this is a ground terminal. Now we will connect this output to the CRO. I am connecting a CRO. So this is a ground and this is a positive terminal. I will connect ground here and this to this. Now I have connected the CRO probes, and now we can observe the output waveform. So this is the output waveform obtained across a RC phase shift oscillator. So this is our breadboard and power supply. This is our RC phase shift network oscillator, and here on the CRO we are getting the output. So if we analyze the output, the peak to peak voltage is around 4.2 multiplied by 5 volt. Now let us analyze the peak to peak voltage. I will simply press the XY button. I will adjust it to some 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.4 multiplied by 0.5 means 2.2 volts peak to peak. So the output is 2.2 volts peak to peak. I will record it in my observation table. And now the frequency, let us check the frequency. I will first set this to the center axis, again here. Now it is exactly on the center. I will unpress it. The distance between this point and this point is 1 cycle. Now I will measure how many divisions. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 divisions multiplied by 5 millisecond. So 4 multiplied by 5 millisecond is around 20 millisecond. So this is the time period for 1 cycle. If I take the inverse, then it is approximately frequency is equals to 50 hertz. So time period is 4 multiplied by 0.5 millisecond, it is equals to 20 millisecond. Sorry, it is not 0.5, mistakenly said, it is 5 millisecond. Okay. Now this is time period. Now frequency is equals to 1 upon t, 1 upon 20 millisecond, it is equals to 50 hertz. So this is 50 hertz is our, practically the output frequency is 50 hertz, and theoretically using this circuit we have calculated it is as 63 hertz. So this is a RC phase shift oscillator. If we varies the value of capacitor and resistor, we can change the value of output frequency. So in this oscillator we have to remember that one common emitter amplifier produces a phase shift of 180 degree.